Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today it's the 1972 Washington quarter. They made these at Philadelphia, and that's this one here with no mint mark. If we look down here, we see absolutely nothing back here. We do see a J and an F down here, and of course that's for John Flanagan, who engraved these coins. So no mint mark means Philadelphia, means 215 million in 1972. They also made it at the Denver Mint, and this is one of the better Denver Mint Ds in a circulated coin. You can actually tell it is a D. Now most of the Denver Mint coins are these blobs you see back here. This is really good. At the Denver Mint in 1972, they made 311 million. So they made more to Denver, 311, than at the Philly, which is 215. Each of these, if you get to MS65, you're talking about $7 to $10. The first thing you want to do is get to the back and take a look at it. It says United States of America across the top, E pluribus unum. Down here it says $quarter. And when we want to look for one, what we want to do is we want to look at the eagle's feathers, and we want to look at the arrows, and we want to see how much definition we have down here. Just like when you look at the dime, you look at the modern dime, you look at the torch. So this, not much definition at all. It's a copper nickel clad copper, 75% copper, 25% nickel on the outside. So this blend on the outside, the kind of the coating, you can kind of see it, the top of it there, and it's harder to see on this side. However, if you can get it up a little bit higher, so we see this one here, we see it starting to get some coloring in it. We tip it up, we can see great initials there. Really good definition on the date here. The I is still kind of not so great because that's part of the 1972s. Tip it up on its edge and we see nice shiny. Look at the coloring in this. And look how the kind of cover kind of comes over. You can't even see it on the left side, but the coating, but on the right side you can see it. And then we get to the back, and this is where you want to look. Some pretty good body feathers. And then the arrow here, we see the little line in it. So there's some good and some bad on this, but it might still very well get up to the MS65 level. Little chunks there, and that's from the mint. That's actually, or they call it PMD, post-mint damage. It's when the mint goes to put them in bags and they get scratched up a little bit. So this one's an okay one. It's pretty good shape, but not the greatest. What would be a better shape looking one? Well, here's one. Okay, so this is a 1972 also, and this is a D, and this D is the real thing. You can actually see that it has not been smushed. Still not great, but it's one of the best Ds, the best D that I've ever seen, just about. Over here, we still look over and see the eye and is a little messy, but look at Washington here. Look at the definition we have there in his eyes, the mouth, all down the back here. The JF is great. Tip it up on its edge and we see really nice shine. And then we get to the back and we see that there are feathers all the way down the legs and these little tufts at the bottom. The arrow has the line in the center. The feather does on this end. Pretty good. So this one may be higher than an MS65 from the Denver Mint. MS65, it's still not worth getting it graded. The most it's going to be worth is maybe $18. If MS66, you get up into the 50s, 40s and 50s mostly. MS67 is where you start to get into the hundreds. So unless you know that it's going to be an MS67, you really can't afford to get these graded because they just aren't going to pay you back the money. All right, so what else? Where else did they make it? Well, they made it to San Francisco Mint. They made some proof coins, and this is just a beautiful proof coin. And this one will be able to show you some incredible definition. But remember that the proof coins, they made 3.2 million of them to San Francisco Mint. This one's worth $2 to $3 because many of them look like this. And look at that. And then we get on the back and we see that even in the proof coins in 1972, we don't have a lot of the little leg feathers here. We do have some better, let's get better definition up there, but we don't have the whole beak. And even in the feathers on the proof coins in 1972, you don't get a lot of definition. So if you get a proof coin and has any kind of definition in there, the feathers or the center of the feather of the arrow here, then you can get up into over 1,000. So the 1972S does have some coins that sell for over $1,000. All right, so look for the Philly. Try to get it in really, really good shape. Not quite this shiny because it'd be a proof coin, but try to get it in really good shape and you may get into the hundreds of dollars. That's all we have today from DC Coin Roll International Coin Channel.